So we have seen in the last session about like how the can feel and all those things of fusion. So we also see the basics like how RBAC or the role-based access control is being implemented in Fusion. So I'll just take you through the role part. So how it is made and what are the basic roles that we will need. So basically, if you see from here, from the left side bar, we will have to navigate to the tools, and from tools we will have the security console. So this
Okay,
is,
and
yeah.
navigating to tool and the security console, who will be having access?
So basically, IT security manager will have the access to all these things.
Okay, 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 okay.
Yeah. So let me check role, and I'll try to explain the each thing what we have.
Okay.
Okay. So for example, I have taken the role called accounts payable invoice supervisor. So if you see here, so if we click this particular role, as I was explaining last time, that so basically role is nothing but our menus in R12. So menus will give certain functions or the functionalities to the user where user can create invoice or payment and or he can create and receipt. So this is basic understanding on the roles part. So apart from that, in R12 we have the concept of the responsibility. So that is being taken out, and we are directly attaching this role to the user. Where in R12 we will attach a responsibility to the user. So that is the
Hmm.
one difference here. And if you can see here, we have different options. So one is edit role, and then we have copy role, then we have compare role, and we have simulate navigator. So edit role is something that
So this one, sorry to interrupt, Arun. This one you
yes,
have taken from tools and security console, right?
yes,
From there,
correct.
you have selected the roles.
Yeah,
Okay, okay, okay.
yeah,
So okay, you are recording the session also. Fine,
yeah,
fine.
yes, yes,
Okay. Yeah, proceed, proceed.
yeah,
Sorry to interrupt.
yeah, no problem. So in the last session, we were saying that it is sort of an SLA configuration where we will not be able to edit the particular setup, but we will be able to copy the particular setup. If you take our SLA, so where we cannot edit the seeded SLA that was given by Oracle. Similarly, here we will not be able to edit the seeded roles given by Oracle. If you see here, we will not be able to edit. It is just to view. Oracle has given a notice also, do not modify a predefined role. So if we click next also, so we will not be edit anything. So we will be just able to see certain things. So what we should do to customize this particular role is that we will have to copy this role. So the moment we copy this role, we will be able to what do you call edit this particular role. So this is how we will customize. So the customizing role part we will see when we complete this general ledger module setups and all those things, and we will try to see like what are the configuration or what are the functionalities that we can give to a particular user, and how can we customize and all those things. So before that, I'll just explain what are the options we have for this role. So this is the way that we will customize the role. So let me explain this later, but for now, let me explain what are the options that we have in roles. So if you see here, we have the compare roles. So compare role is nothing but we will just try to compare the different roles. Let's say we have one is that accounts payable supervisor, I mean supervisor, and the other is let me take accounts payable specialist or accounts payable manager, and let me try to take this. So system will try to compare between both the roles. So what are the difference between both the roles is what all about. So if you see here, so there are certain functions. Create payable invoice where with the supervisor we can create it, but with manager we will not be able to create it. So similarly, if you see here, manager will be able to create the business unit tax profile, whereas the invoice supervisor will not be able to make. So this is just kind of a comparison between both the roles. And then we have the simulate navigator. Simulate navigator is nothing but with this role, what are the navigations that I will get? I'll just show you how it will look like. It will just show a replica of it, how it will look like. So based on the, I mean, the functionalities that was attached with this particular role, so this is how it will look like. So it is just a simulation basically. So I'm just closing this. Okay. So these are all about the roles. And if you see here, we have job role, duty role, abstract role. So this we saw when we are seeing the initial. I mean, on our initial classes, we saw that those classifications. So let me start with user creation. So let me add an user. So this is nothing but an implementation user. So employee user is entirely different. So let me create an implementation user. Okay. So I have given the basic details, that is the name and username and email ID. I have given, since if I wanted to reset the password. So I can receive the password through my mail. So that is the reason I have given it here, and the other inputs like name and username and password. So I'm adding role. So we saw that we need two roles to have the option to do the setup. So one is application implementation consultant, and the other one is IT security manager. So let me add both the roles.
So application maintenance, I mean consultant and IT security. When you select, there are multiple roles with the same name. It is coming. Why it is
Yeah,
coming like that?
yeah, it is copy. So that is what I was saying, right? So
Okay.
basically, we can click copy and we can create our own role. So there will be multiple copies, basically.
But how we will identify whether it's copy or not based on the rule code?
Yeah, code. So if you see here, if you see here, so this is basically the original this one. I think this one, or ASM, application implementation consultant. And the other one, you can see that there are multiple copies of the original role basically. So we can create any number of copies. So since this is an vision instance, we are seeing multiple copies, but basically we will not have this much copies. Maximum to one or two we will have it. So for application consultant, basically it will be always one. We don't need to restrict a guy who will
No,
be.
yeah, there are two things. ASM application or ORA application. So ASM is the custom one you are saying.
No, no, ASM is the original one. Based on this, they have created this Aura underscore ASM.
Okay, because both are looking. Oh, okay, okay, fine. ORA underscore ASM. Okay,
Yeah,
fine, fine, fine. Okay, okay.
yeah, with this, they have made a copy of that.
But how could they are able to create the name also same? So even Oracle is allowed to create the name also same only because both are having implementation application implementation consultant only, right? The
Yeah,
name
yeah,
is only the role code is different, but name is same.
yeah. I mean, it will be unique at code level.
Okay, 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 fine.
Okay, so we have added a role to this particular user. So let me save this and close this particular page, and let me log out and log in using this user, what we have created. Okay, so now we have logged in with our users that we have created. So system is saying welcome. I mean, sorry, good evening. Uh, since I have set up with India time, system is taking automatically. And so we have created basically the user. So now let's try to create an implementation project. So to create an implementation project, the navigation is click our profile and where we will find setup and maintenance. So from here, we will create an implementation project. So basically here, if you see on the left hand side, we will see shortcuts to have or manage our setups. So if the particular project has been assigned to a resource, so if that login is used to log in into the application, so we can see all those related available setup that we can do, and we can navigate from here instead of going to the project and from there taking the particular offering and all those things. Directly we can click here and we can click the offerings and we can uh, do the relevant setups. So this is kind of an shortcut to us. So to create an implementation project, let me click manage implementation project.
So, Arun,
Yeah,
one more thing. So, whenever we have added this role, like implementation consultant role,
yeah.
is it mandatory that we have to go to the setup and maintenance, and it will take us to that implementation project, or if I wanted to do only a small setup in AP side, so
Okay.
again, do I wanted to go through these process, or it is only for an implementation project tracking purpose we are coming here?
So that is what I was saying. So basically, if this particular project is created and it has been assigned to, let's say, the project or the particular offering is being assigned to you, and you have logged in into the system, you don't need to come to this particular page where we will query this implementation project. Again we will drill down, again we will search for our option to do the setup. We can directly come here. Let me close this page. So I'll just click the setup and maintenance, and from here I can select the particular offering, and I can start the setup.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah. So these are like the mandatory setups that we will have to do. So if you see here, we will see the fixed asset, receivables. So all those related setups will be there. So since we are trying to create a fresh implementation project, we are navigating to this manage implementation project.
Okay, okay, fine.
Okay. So let me add a new project. So let me click next and add the offerings to this particular project. So from here, I'm selecting the financials. So let me save and open this project. So I have opted only for the financials.
What else other than financials? These are all customer loyalty. These all
Yeah.
can be also managed.
Yeah, yes, we can have.
Just go once under customer loyalty. What
Yeah.
are all the
Okay, just a minute. Let me create a new one.
There are many, actually, there are many services available, right?
Yeah,
In Fusion, like
offerings. Yeah.
order management, there are many things.
Yeah, they have given even for the product development, they have given a big model to have the product life cycle. If we are doing some sort of research or something where we will have the product development, even further they have given this.
So in that case, what kind of tasks will be there?
So basically the
Change
change,
orders.
yeah. So everything they have got into this product development. And apart from that, if we want to create a particular item, so to configure the inventory arcs and all those things, they have categorized under product information management. So where we will set
Okay,
up
okay.
this item class. So item class is basically new in Fusion. So it is
Hmm.
something like adding up to our item templates, what we had it in R12. So on top
Okay.
of it, they have added a few other features as well. So similarly, we have added with a few features in SEM part, but financials, I mean, we have less change. But the thing is, the product has improved a lot in terms of automating the work that user will be doing in a day to day.
So if something called OPM needs to be checked, will it be under financials or it will be a different offering?
No, OPM, it will be
Proper.
under manufacturing, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be, yeah, I think manufacturing and supply chain should be there.
Just check.
So so if like say if Alshare kind of company wants to also have OPM, then like under the implementation project inside this we should go and set up the OPM, right?
Yeah, yes, correct.
Yeah, OPM is part of lease and rent. So I don't think it will be under manufacturing. Maybe it is under
Ideally it
something.
should be a separate offering because OPM is a very in itself it's very important, right? Like it's a big thing.
Uh,
It's okay,
Okay, maybe
Arun.
I'll
Let's not.
check and confirm.
Yeah, yeah, you can stick to financials.
Yeah,
We can
okay.
do research later.
Okay,
and
fine.
what about the HCM and all those things? That will be a separate one outside of this, or it will be inside here only.
No, inside here only. So this is what we have as an offering. So apart from
Okay.
this, we don't have anything basically. So
Oh,
whatever,
these are the only offerings we have. Then
yeah, yes,
whatever
correct.
or as part of Fusion. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So they
which
have,
means,
yeah,
Sajish, like if we take Fusion license, we
Yeah.
have an option to do other than financials also. If anything needs to be set up, we can do. Is that I feel is that the
No, I
understanding?
don't think so because currently our Alshare team they have taken HCM license, but they are only doing that
Right.
HCM part. But otherwise, they would have told, okay, we already have Fusion license, we could have gone for financials.
Ah, okay,
For
okay,
financials,
okay,
they
okay.
may give separate license, I believe.
License.
License wise,
Yeah,
it is
Arun,
separate.
continue.
Offerings are there, but maybe Arun is able to see all these offerings. But maybe the company wise, they may say that okay, for company like Alshare, they will say that okay, they will give only offerings of financials.
Understood. Like for
yeah.
example, we can take order management. If we need order management for that miscellaneous income, we can also take that as offering. One more.
Yeah, but I don't think even even if they are doing some what is a SaaS model of business, I don't think they will even give that IT security or implementation consultant role. So we will not be able to all see all these offerings only. First of all, correct, Arun?
Hmm.
No, actually, the IT security manager and the application implementation consultant is not offering basically. So that is role. So
Yeah, that role they will not give no to the end users or the
no, no,
clients.
definitely not. No, no, they will not give to. So
This will
IT
be
sec,
only with the Oracle consultants then.
yeah, yes, correct. So IT security manager is something like our what do you call the system administration. So
Yeah.
system administrator is the one who basically does or give the privilege to the end user, or if we wanted to create maybe master in some companies, so they will have the this sysadmin for those kind of purposes. but basically it will not be given to everyone. So it will be handled very limited people.
Okay,
Like the
so
one
that's what.
who has
So
understood. So basically, the one who has implemented from the Oracle side for Alshaya will be having a project called as Alshaya, like this, AA underscore Alshaya or something. And under that, these are the offerings that we have as a client for Oracle.
Yeah, yes.
so Arun, one more point.
Yeah.
Let's say we have an implementation on a SaaS model in a company. So there you might not be giving. So company will also have, and you might have done some implementation, right? So
Mm.
company might also have an IT team, internal IT team. Okay.
Yes, correct.
So you as an external client, when you go go to that client and you will implement it. So when you do it, um, will you be giving any implementation consultant or an IT security console access to the client IT team, or you only Oracle will keep that, and client IT team is of no use after they implement the Oracle SaaS solution?
No, basically, if the external consultants are implementing this project, then it will be the application implementation role will be given only to the external consultant. If the implementation is handled by maybe the internal IT team, and the consultant is just to monitor or just to advise the best practice, then it will be given to the internal IT team.
Okay, and what about when it goes to production? Even after going to production, also they will give the same access to the internal IT team.
No, no. After production, we will not need basically the application implementation consultant. So after it moved into production, we will do only the what do you call the transactions. So mostly we will add the new supplier or new customer, but we will not change any sort of configuration in the system. So basically, we will not give the application security, I mean, application implementation consultant role to an employee or a lead in the client's location. So
Okay,
basically,
okay.
this is only to do the setup. So basically, after going live, so we will not do any sort of setup or any changes to the available setup. So that is the reason we will not give this role to the IT team or
Client.
yeah.
So, so in case in a business side, someone newly joined and they wanted to create a user ID and password. So for that, to whom they should contact? They should contact Oracle to create it
No, no. The role will be assigned as IT security manager. So whoever has the
within
IT,
internal IT.
yeah, internal IT.
Okay, okay. So internal IT. Okay, I'm just thinking. So let's say you guys have implemented Oracle in a client location, and you are giving that IT security access to the internal IT team.
Okay.
From there they can create again an implementation consultant role and give it to one user, and that client only can create a few more entities or create few more setups and all, right? So there is no
Yeah,
restriction if you are giving that IT security to a client.
yeah. There will not be any restriction if you are giving IT security manager. But the thing is, if at all they wanted to add a new role, basically why we need the IT security manager is that to manage the setup and to manage the implementation project, we will need it. So apart from that, let's say if there is a new employee joined with us, so if you wanted to add this particular employee, we will not go to this particular navigation. So we will manage with a navigation called manage user. So I will show how to create a user and all those things. So from there, basically we can create the new user.
Okay, for those users we cannot assign other roles, IT security role or implementation consultant role. Those will not be able to assign to that user, manage user screen.
Yeah, role will be always assigned with the security console. So basically, we will need this IT security. So basically, IT security manager is something like our sysadmin. So if you take in R12,
Mm.
even after implementation, still we will have this sysadmin. So the reason for that is that we wanted to have a new user created. If at all, let's say the strength is 100, and maybe
Okay.
10 of the employees has retired and the other 10 is coming in. So we will need access to create this another 10 employees who has come in, and we will also retire the 10 employees that is going out. Similarly, here we will need this IT security manager to enable us to create and role and assign a particular role. Because even if we create employee, unless we give this role particular role to the employee will not be access the particular function what he will be doing on a day to day. So that is the reason we are still having this IT security manager, but we will not give the access to the application implementation consultant.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Yeah. Sure. Please go ahead, Arun.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. Yeah.
Okay, so this is the project that we have created. So let me click this project and let me extend this financials. And here we will see multiple options. So basically you can see that define common configuration for financials, and we can see invoicing and payment configuration and expense configuration, fixed asset. So this entire package we call as an financial offerings. So under this
All
we
these are
have,
mandatory.
no, all are not mandatory. So this is
Okay.
based on our licensing. So if we have taken license for maybe only the AP module and the GL module, so we will see only the invoicing and payment part, and then we will see the defined common application configuration for financials.
Okay. Okay. So basically, first three is required if it is only AP and GL.
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Okay. So this is the mandatory setup. I mean, defined common application configuration. So where we will see multiple options about the security, and then we will see the creation of the implementation user, and then we will see how to create an enterprise structure. So as I was saying, that structure can be always one. So that is for the enterprise, we cannot have multiple enterprise like our R12. So always we will have one enterprise created. So since this is an vision application, we will not be able to create the new enterprise. And apart from that, we will be able to see the division and all those things.
Okay.
So yeah,
So can you show the how the existing enterprise has been created here?
yeah, sure.
So the creating enterprise is the first option, right? We have to do.
Yes, yes, correct.
Like how we decide. So first of all, in our R12, we will be designing the chart of account with currency, calendar.
Yeah,
Yeah, four C's we will be defining. So here, that is not the first step. Here, the first step is creation of an enterprise.
yeah. I mean, we
Okay.
cannot say that this is a mandatory option. Even without that, we can create, but it is suggested to create first
Okay.
the enterprise and then division, so that we will have a sequence of it and we will not miss any setup in between.
Okay.
So basically, this is how we will configure. We will say this is an enterprise. I mean,
Okay.
this will be just an view. So whatever update we are making it here, it will not affect in the system. But still,
Mm-hmm.
I'll just show. So if you see here, this is like our business group, or maybe little different from the business group. but this will be on top, like the enterprise. And then these are all like the additional information, the industry and the country and location. And then we will define our legal entity.
So one more thing.
Yeah.
Currently, we can create multiple business group in R12, correct?
Yes. Yes.
So if I have a real estate business, if I have a retail business, I will create two business group, one as real estate, another one as retail.
Yes.
So, but going forward, you are saying that you can only create one entity, an enterprise. You cannot create multiple enterprise, which is equal to a business group in R12.
Yes.
Okay, fine.
So your question is like how to manage if at all we are moving from EBS, or the question is different.
No, so my question is, let's say I have two enterprises. I wanted to maintain in one EBS application. Maybe the other enterprise also I wanted to maintain in one same EBS application. So in that case, how will I maintain? You are saying that you have to put it under one enterprise and create as a division only.
Yeah, if it is the different line of business, so we can basically have it
Hmm.
created as a division. There are some other options. Let's say maybe the entity is one and the line of business is one, but since this is maybe the business is happening in different countries, so for each country, maybe if we are deciding to go as a separate business group, for those kind of cases, so what we can do is that we can create as a legal entity, and we can attach this legislative data group to this particular what we call the legal entity, and we can manage with the similar setup.
Okay, so in the above, so I can see there is divisions, then legal entities, then create business units, businesses. So legal entity is not equal to divisions, correct?
Yeah, yeah,
Legal
not
entity is
equal.
something different.
Yes.
Division, so maybe I think division can be called as a business group rather than enterprise as a business group. Division should be a business group.
Yeah, yeah. We can call. Yeah, yes, we can say that way.
Yeah, okay.
So we will just name our line of business, and we will say this is for the Singapore country or maybe the location. We will just add it, and then we will create the legal entity based on the division. So for each division, we will create a different legal entities. So if you see here for this division, we have created this particular legal entity. And for this particular division, if you see, we have two legal entities created, Vision Canada and Vision Chile.
Okay. So okay, these are the only attributes we have to give: legal entity identifier, registration number, reporting unit registration number, and legal address. That's it.
Yeah.
And what about the locations and all? Do we have to create it somewhere, or here only it will automatically come?
No, not here actually. I mean, if you want to create, we can create here also, but it is suggested to have the location and all those things loaded already before we start our this thing, the basic
Implement.
configuration. Yeah.
So what are, okay, so I need those information. So what are the prerequisites before we start the implementation? Prerequisite data we have to load in the system.
I mean, before creating an implementation project.
Yeah, correct. Like you said that we have to create location the same way. What are the things we need to be already predefined in
So
Oracle?
basically, after creating the implementation project as the implementation user and the implementation project, then
Hmm.
only we will be able to do any sort of setup in the Fusion application. But
Okay.
before creating this enterprise, it is suggested to create the location, because if we see, so here
Okay.
we will see the location as an what do you call the LOB, or if you want to create, it will be a manual creation. So always we can create from here, but the thing is, if we create, we can just select and we can move on. So that is what I was trying to say. But always
Oh,
we can
okay.
create it here as well.
Okay. Fine. So normally, a location you will create from here, or you can create from the other navigation also.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, fine. Yeah. Just go to that legal entity part. Yeah.
So
And
legal,
country will be automatically selected, right? Country we don't have to enable anywhere. It is by default seeded data. Country.
yeah, yes, we can get. So basically, we have this manage geographies. So there it will be enabled by default. So we don't need to enable it for a specific countries.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So if you see here for each division, we can attach a particular legal entities. So the mandatory informations we have given it here, and we have attached the legal address that we have created on the earlier setup or the
Okay.
first setup
Uh,
that we have. Or
yeah.
if, yeah,
Yeah, one more point. Sorry to interrupt. So
yes,
here you have shown the division as EMEA, then APAC, EMEA, APAC, Americas, right? So
yeah,
these divisions you have just created in the previous step, correct?
yes, correct.
So once after you create, if you click on next, by default, this divisions will be taken from there.
So there are two. I mean, you are asking only for the legal entity.
Yeah. So for the legal entity, these divisions you have selected from the LOVs, right?
Yeah, yes.
So these divisions are created here. So
Yeah.
after you create here, when you click on the next, then on the real time basis itself, you will see all these divisions here, or you have to save and then only you will see the divisions here.
No, we will have to create because this is the page where we are creating the legal entity. So we have already created the division. So we will only select this particular page. Or if you wanted to automate it, we can click generate automatically. So that system will create the combination. But the thing is that if we have maybe two or more than two legal entities to be created for a particular division, system will create only one combination. The rest of the things we will have to create it.
Okay, okay, okay. Fine, fine, fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, okay. Thank you. Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
proceed.
so these are the information, and similarly here, if we wanted to have a different location, maybe we can search from here, or we can create here.
Okay, and this is the only legal entity screen, or we have any more legal entity screens?
Yeah, we have other legal entity screen also.
Okay, okay. Like adding balancing segment values and all will be in the other screen. You're saying.
Yeah, that is for the ledger actually. So for ledger, it is different. So for, I mean, from R12 and Fusion, there is a few different. So basically, the adding the balancing segment, that is only on the what do you call, the ledger setup. But
Mm-hmm.
this mandatory information, we will fill it here at the HCM level.
Okay, so you're saying in Fusion, you don't have to add the balancing segment at the legal entity level.
No, still those options are there, but I'm saying about this registration number and this thing. So if you see in R12, we will create this legal entity at the accounting setup level. So where we will give the mandatory inputs at registration number and all those location details. But here,
Okay,
if you see, we can create the legal entity here with the mandatory inputs, with the registration number and all those things. And we can utilize this legal entity while we are defining the ledger.
okay, okay, okay. Okay, fine, no issues. Yeah, let us move on then. Abhishek, you have any doubt in this? Oh, you're clear?
No, this looks fine. I had just one question which I feel it will be resolved. Like what I was thinking is in the previous screen, the locations that are there, they are not similar to the balancing segment location, right? That we will define in the at the ledger level. That's what he was explaining, I guess.
Yeah, you're saying about the balancing segment value, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so balancing
This
segment, yeah. Yes, please.
no, my only question was this location. What you are defining is just maybe it is only relevant to this division. Like if there are multiple divisions, I'm just thinking what is the significance of this location?
So location, it is just to give an meaning that for this particular division, this is the location and this is the country this has been operated. So
Yeah.
again, if we query this particular location, then we will know the address and the other details. So it is just
Okay,
an
so
additional.
basically, if yeah,
Yeah,
if there are say in the same example, retail and real estate, then retail will be one division. You can put location as Kuwait, Kuwait. Similarly, real estate, if it is based out of Dubai, we can put UAE and Dubai.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Just yeah, understood.
Okay.
Okay. So next, business units. Let us, go to that business unit part. Okay, this is okay. Fine. Yeah, explain.
Yeah. So here as well, if you see here, we will have two options. One is either to create manually or to create automatically. So basically, system will create the combination with the available combination. System will create and give to us. But mostly it is suggested to create with our the manual part.
Okay.
So let me try, but I mean, this has created already. I'll show out of this page. So how to create the business unit. So for now,
Okay.
I'm showing the created.
Whatever is already created. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes. So here it is country specific. So since we have more data, I'm just showing. So we can select based on the division, or if we have the location, we can select based on the location. So from here, I can create a business unit.
Okay.
So I'll just click add, and I'll just I'll select the division, and I'll give the business unit code and name, and I'll select the country and the location.
Okay. So let's say, um, okay. So in this setup, ledger will never come at all. Correct?
Yeah, here ledger will not come.
Okay. So let's say I'm taking an implementation. I'm doing implementation in 3 countries. Okay. The
Okay,
first one is, let's say take an example of retail company. Retail company, 3 countries, one in India, one in Dubai, another one in Saudi Arabia. Okay.
okay,
So what is the step? What first step we have to do is, like, we will have to create an enterprise
yes,
as a, like, landmark group. I am creating an enterprise as landmark group. So landmark group is there in 3 countries: KSA, Dubai, and India. So then I will come and create 3 divisions. Uh, and
yes,
in the 3 divisions, India, I'm giving country wise 3 divisions. In the 3 divisions, I am creating 3 different legal entities, which is, legal entity one, maybe the head office is in Bangalore, though, so I'm creating Bangalore as a location for the legal entity one. Then another legal entity is in Dubai, Bar Dubai, and another one is in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. So I'm creating 3 legal entities. Then I'm creating business units. So I can have, let's say in India itself, 10 business units. So one in Ahmedabad, one in Bangalore, one in Cochin, one in Chennai. So all these things I have to be already prepared of. Then only I have to come to the screen and do all these configurations. Is that right?
yeah, yes. So basically, we will have this requirement gathering. So once this is done, we will know that this is the structure that we are going to create, and we will know that this is our chart of account structure and all those things. So once that is confirmed and we have everything ready, after the solutioning part, maybe we can come here and we can define our respective enterprise division, legal entity, and the business unit, and all those things.
Okay, okay. And what is this code you have mentioned? BU0008.
So this is basically the business unit code. If we wanted to have it as a short form, we can have it.
Okay, something like in our EBS we give OU underscore APAC, something like that. You are giving code here.
Yeah, similarly, like if we see in the what do you call how to relate this. So when we are creating the item, so basically we will have the item code and the item name.
Yeah,
So that
correct, correct.
this is similar
Okay,
to
okay.
this.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay, okay. Fine.
Sajish, in the example that you gave, you actually, as it is, implementation is happening for 3 countries. That's what you said, right? The business units will
Yeah,
be three under
business
the
business
division.
units.
Area.
Yeah, business units would be 3 or even more than that based on the operations they take.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so I'll tell you an example. For KSA, we have 12 opcos.
Hmm.
So here again for the business unit, we have to create 12 business units. Dawa, Dalil,
Hmm.
all
Hmm.
those things. So like 12 opcos we have to create. But the division may be only one, which is KSA. Under that division, if the company is registered in 12 different places, then create 12 legal entities, 12 business units.
Okay. Whereas in currently for UAE, like they have created, say if we take a like for like example, they have created only one business unit, but say example 4 different ledgers.
Yeah, no, that is not possible. One business unit, 4 ledger is not possible. It is always either 1-to-1 or one ledger, multiple business units.
Oh, okay, okay.
So here also it is same only, right, Arun?
Yeah, yes, same, exactly.
Okay, fine. Yeah. So yeah, next one.
Yeah. So the next thing what we have is reference data set. So again, this is a new concept in Fusion. So what is reference data set is that so basically this is used to map our basic setups. So this is one level of security where the particular setup of let's say the payment terms for this particular business unit BU001. So if
Okay.
this particular RDS is attached with this particular business unit, and this RDS is attached to this payment term. So no other business unit configuration will be able to use it. So this is kind of an security for us, or maybe it will allow us to add layer to this payment term security, or what do you call? If we wanted to use for multiple business unit, that we can use it with this what do you call the reference data set.
So the can be used. Okay. So reference data set. Uh, let's say a payment term. Is an example.
Okay.
Okay. So I am saying I am adding any new code, like yes, instead of SET I am saying 30 days. Okay, 30 days is my one of the payment term. So if I
Okay.
say 30 days, so you are saying when I create a payment term, it will come directly there. Just whatever I added here.
No, like so this is not only for payment terms. So let's say we have created an reference data set, and we have attached this particular reference data set with our business unit. If you see in the next page, so where we will attach our reference data set with our business group, I mean business unit. So after attaching this, so when we create this particular payment term, we will attach our RTS with this payment term. We will not attach the business unit there. So this is one point, and the other point is that this RTS can be used across the setup, which means I cannot. It is not restricted only to the payables or only to the receivables. So here again we have the two kind of RTS. So one is common, and the other one is specific to the business unit. So if you see here, this is specific to the business unit. So this is not a common RDS. So common RDS is something which was given by Oracle. So if we attach this common RDS to this particular setup, I can access any setup that is available in this particular instance. So that is the difference between the common RDS and the business unit specific RDS. So is that understandable, or maybe we should try to see in the system?
No, yeah, I understood it. I have one doubt. Let's
Yeah.
say that the reference data set I am creating, I'm giving a reference data set as maybe for a business unit. Yeah, let us stay here only. So for the business unit UAE, I've created one business unit in the UAE location. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
reference data set I'm keeping as UAE 001, UAE 002. Okay,
Okay.
and I'm attaching only one reference set to UAE business unit. UAE 002, I am attaching it to let's say India business unit.
Okay.
Okay, so what you're saying is if I am creating any setups and give a reference data set to that setup, then based on, so whenever I open that particular OU, only those setup data will be showing in that particular business unit. Is that right?
Yeah. Yes. This is only
So
based on.
payment term, okay, I will say payment term 30 days, and that 30 days payment term I am assigning it to the reference data set which is UAE 001. So 30 days will be coming only for the UAE 001 or UAE business unit.
Yes. Yes. Correct.
Okay. So when you create that, you show it to us. At that time, we'll understand it.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, fine. So this is basically a one level of security. That's it. Maybe when we see it in the system while we are doing the setup, we will understand, I think. So apart from that, this
Like a
is just
calendar also, na? Can I say the calendar I am creating on calendar? Can I assign that calendar to one different reference data set and
no
say that calendar should be
calendar. We
used?
cannot attach with the reference data set basically.
Okay,
So
okay.
yeah, so there is one restriction while we are creating this customer. So if we are creating this customer sites, so we
Hmm.
will have to attach a specific reference data set. So where we
Oh, that is a
cannot,
mandatory one.
yeah, yes.
Oh, okay,
So we cannot
okay,
use the common one which was given by Oracle also. So this is to restrict or to have one layer of security to access a particular setup or the customer site.
okay, 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 okay,
So that's what about. So that is the reason we are linking our business unit and the reference data set.
okay,
So this is
okay,
something but just assigning the reference data set to our location. So that's all about the enterprise and the division and the legal entity setup.
okay. And location, sorry, location reference set is same only.
Yeah, so basically we are attaching the reference data set to this particular what do you call the location that we used in our previous legal entity and the division and the business unit setups. So those
Okay,
locations are attached with particular
okay,
yeah reference data set. So if you see here, we can see that common.
okay,
So
okay,
common is given by Oracle, that is seeded one. But while we are defining this, the customer side, we will not be able to see this common. We cannot use this. So for those purpose, we will have to create a reference data set. So that should be BU specific.
okay, okay,
So
okay. Fine. I got it. Yeah, yeah, sure.
yeah, yes, please. Shall we move or we have any queries?
No, I'm okay. Abhishek, you have any?
No, it looks fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay. Then let's move on.
Yeah, okay. So we have seen the basic configuration. So now let's start with our GL setups. So I'm just removing this. So to start with, let me start with creating a value set. So this is like the similar to our EBS. Or let me create the calendar part first.
There is a
So
big aircraft. Sorry to interrupt. There is a big aircraft crash has happened in Kerala.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, 174 in Kerala
My,
airport. Crash landing and broke into two.
from where it came?
Dubai Calicut, Vande Bharat.
Shit. My God. We cannot trust the Air India and fly also in that.
This is horrible, yeah. 2020 is weird. Weird things are happening in 2020.
I think in 2020 it is better to stay at home only. Don't even think
Seriously,
of traveling
home is
anywhere.
safe. Like for Lebanon people, I felt home was also not safe.
yeah, true.
Yeah.
Okay, Arun, carry on.
Yeah,
Sorry to disturb.
yeah, no problem. Okay, so the navigation to create the accounting calendar is that I clicked financials. From here, the common application configuration, and from here, enterprise structure for financials. So
Okay, sorry. Okay, common application configuration.
yeah.
Okay,
So from here, I mean, if we know this particular navigation, we can come here. If not, we can just give here the calendar.
calendar. Okay, okay,
Yeah, and
okay, okay.
it will give us the list. So from there we can select. So I have just opted for this financials, common application configuration, and from there enterprise structure for financials,
Okay, and then define calendar.
financial financial reporting structure. So from there define calendar.
Okay,
So I'm just clicking manage accounting calendar. So here I'm just clicking add. So if you see in R12, we will have to create the accounting type and then I mean calendar type, and then we will have to create it. But here, if you see, the process is bit simplified in the sense that we don't need to use our data loader to load the multiple years of calendar. So I'll just show how it will work here. So I'm just taking the normal year. I'm not taking fiscal year. So I just said that this is the calendar format, and I said first period is January 20. Since I have selected the start date here, and I'm not enabling the budgeting control here, and I have given system is already suggesting me that adjustment is once at year. If I wanted to have different options, still I have it. So I'm just going with the default option once at year end.
okay.
So I click next.
So if I keep 1 second, if I keep multiple at year end, what will happen? I can keep select multiple adjusting period.
Yeah, yes, correct.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, we can have. Like if you see here, we can have quarterly. We have twice at year end, which is half yearly, and we have mid year and twice at the year. So we have multiple options. So we can have.
okay, okay, fine. Yeah, let us select that once at year end only.
Yeah. So I'm just selecting and I'm just clicking next.
Oh, so 1 second. So yeah, I'm just
Okay.
seeing period frequency. Um, yeah, name, then start date, period frequency,
Yeah.
then separator you have kept hyphen.
Yeah.
Okay, format is only like this. We can select DDMMOA also.
Yeah. Anything.
Okay,
Anything.
okay, 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 fine, fine, okay, fine, fine.
Yeah. If you see here, I have given only the name, and I have
Okay,
selected the start date. Based on that, system has given all the suggestions. So I have given only this two field.
okay,
So I just click next.
yeah, yeah.
So system has created the calendar. So I don't need to create anything. Even system has created the adjusting period.
Oh, okay. But in Oracle Financials, we have to create, na,
Yeah,
manually
yes,
in R12.
we have to load for each year actually. It will add more work to the consultant. But if you see here, so this is just for 1 year. So the moment I save this, I can load for another year as well. I mean, not load. I can
I
just
mean, if you keep start date and end date, then obviously it will create this one automatically for till that year, na? Or it is not possible.
yeah, I can add for the next year also. By default, system will create for 1 year. So since
Okay, okay,
so I can just click add year and system will add for the next year. So if you see here, this is 2021.
okay.
Similarly, again I can save this and I can add for another 1 year.
I have one
Okay.
doubt.
Yeah,
Maybe
yes.
Sadish will be able to relate. Sadish, if say if we for Alshaya or for like Middle East, our frequency is monthly, but how to ensure that it will be 445?
No, so 445 calendar, uh, you have to give the start date and end date in a different way. So what
Okay.
happens is here in the period name Jan 22, 1/1/22, 1/3, 1/31/22 is there, na? The same way, what you
Hmm.
have to do, start date should be based on the 445 calendar. Okay. So
Okay.
yeah, just yeah. Once after you complete this, na, Arun, can you come back to the main calendar creation screen only? Just wanted
Yeah,
to see
yeah,
this.
just
Okay. So here start date is here and format is okay. So this will be by default creating only the Gregorian calendar. So 445 calendar it will not create. It's there. See, period frequency is 445.
Okay.
445, 454, everything is there. So automatically it will create.
yeah.
Cool.
Super. This option is not there in current
No, current
R12,
it will
right?
not even
Not-
currently it will not even create calendar like this. We have to manually load every month. Every year we have to load month wise. We have to load the calendar.
Yeah, yes, correct.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So now
Okay.
you have seen the last final page automatically month
Hmm.
wise 0101 2020 01 I mean 3101 2020 was there na.
Hmm.
Likewise in current it is creating automatically, but in the I mean in fusion it is creating automatically, but in R12 we have to create one by one manually, like that we have to load the calendar.
Got it.
Yeah, this one is start date and end date is automatically created, but in the current EBS version we have to give this manually, start date, end date, period name, manually we have to give one by one for every
Okay.
month.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Arun, continue.
Okay. So this is how we will create calendar in Fusion. And if you see in Fusion, it is more our simplified version of it. But still, the process and everything looks same. So that is what I was saying, that the process will be similar, but it has been automated basically.
Yeah. And what is transactions calendar? That withholding tax calendar, all those things is coming
Yeah,
there.
similarly what we have it in R12.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
After
So
this calendars.
we will see the chart of account creation, and we will try to load values for the chart of account.
Okay, after chart of account, we will stop for today's class. Even I
Yeah,
wanted to
sure.
go out.
Okay.
So yeah. Yeah, just tell the navigation for chart of account.
Okay.
Same only na what we saw or
Yeah, yes, similarly. Actually, if you see here, so we went defined financial reporting where we went to calendar. So above
okay.
calendar, we will have different chart of accounts.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, always we can search from here. Basically, we can give percentage chart percentage. We will see the navigations from the list.
Okay, fine. Now yeah, let us go to that value set one. Yeah, fine.
So here I'm just selecting general ledger module. So if you see here, we will have the special and the pair validation type, but here in Fusion, some of those are being taken out actually. We will see only the dependent, independent, and
Yeah,
yeah.
the in hierarchical and all was there. Now that and all is removed. Huh?
Yeah, so I mean security still we have it. So let me select it as an independent. So still we will have the security enabled and those options.
Mm-hmm.
But there are few changes in terms of validation types.
Yeah. But anyway, all those validation types were not used also.
Yeah, yes, that's correct. So I have just taken character as this thing, and then I have selected as text. So I have given value as in 6. So let's say this is an company, and let me add another one for accounts. Okay, so now we have created the value set. So now let's try to create the chart of account structure.
Okay.
So if you see here, we have three options. So one is manage structure, and the other one is manage structure instance, and the other one is deploy flex field. So
Okay.
basically, managed structure is something similar to our what we call the e-business suite. So that is creating a chart of account structure, and the instance is nothing but it is copy of our chart of account. But if we want, let's say we have 10 segments and we wanted to use only five of it, then we can enable only the five and we can move with the basic configuration. And always it is I mean, always it is only the structure instance is attached with the ledger so that we can use this particular chart of accounts for the multiple instances and we can attach with the different ledgers. So this is the purpose. So basically it is taken out from our this thing what do you call the
R12.
yeah R12. So only thing is we have added one layer called instance and we have deploy flex field. Deploy flex field is something similar to our what do you call the compilation in R12.
Okay. Okay. Compiling the flex field. That's what you
Yeah,
mean.
yes, correct.
Okay.
So let me click manage structure and I click add and let me add a new structure. I save this and let me add segments to this. So these are the segment labels that we have. So this is nothing but our flex field qualifiers. So if you see here, we will have multiple options. So basically in R12, we will have only the balancing segment. But if here, if you see, we have primary, we have secondary, we have third balancing segment. So this is
Oh,
kind
okay.
of an reporting for us. So apart from
Yeah, yeah.
the primary, we have others as well.
Okay.
So more labels are being added for the reporting. So if you see here, feature one and feature two doesn't have any value, but still, if you wanted to track it, that we can use this particular segment label.
Okay. Okay.
In current, there is only one balancing segment, right?
Yeah, yes, correct.
Or
Yeah, current only one. And what about the account, natural account?
Yeah,
Natural account
that
is also
still we
there.
have same name,
Okay.
natural account.
Okay. Oh, balancing segment one has been replaced with multiple.
Yeah, I mean the validations and everything will be placed only for this particular segment label. But still, we have a second balancing segment and a third balancing segment to have what do you call the reporting part of it.
Okay.
Yeah. Similarly, if you see here, revaluation gain or loss tracking segments that we don't have it in R12, but here,
R12. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
we have this segment.
Sajish, is this something that can be used for our gain and loss? We don't know now. I'm just thinking.
No, no, no. This is no, no. This is only no. This is only to assign a segment to it.
Okay. Okay.
So this will be one segment can be used. Maybe revaluation gain or loss based on that segment we can identify whether this segment is particularly used for revaluation gain or loss. Like we have 9 segments, right?
Hmm.
In that 9 segment,
Hmm.
one value will say, yeah, this value is related to revaluation gain or loss, like that.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
So one more thing, we had a secondary tracking. No, that has been removed.
No, still we have. I mean, secondary tracking. I think we have management, but we don't have the secondary tracking.
Secondary tracking has been removed and they have put a second balancing and third balancing. Maybe that one only they replaced.
Yeah, that we don't have actually. We have the management, but we don't have the secondary tracking.
Okay, okay, fine. Yeah, yeah. Let us create them now.
Yeah. Okay. So let me create this as a company.
API name will automatically come.
Yeah, this will come automatically. System will give this.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, so company segment has been added. Let me add the account as well. So I have given this as a natural account segment.
Okay,
So now we have created the chart of account structure. So I have given only the simple structure with company and account.
okay,
And let me save this and let me create instance for this particular chart of accounts. So I click add and I'll just give COA instance. So from here we will select our chart of account structure. Okay, so this is our chart of account structure.
okay. So instance is nothing but it was not there in EBS,
Yeah,
but here it has been recently added just to make sure that particular chart of account is having some of the functionalities like dynamic code combination creation, all those things. As a
yeah,
separate one they have created, correct?
yeah. So basically the purpose to have the chart of accounts and the chart of account structure at instance level is that if we have 10 segments in chart of accounts and if we wanted to use only the 5 segment out of it for this particular ledger and maybe
Hmm.
we wanted to give another 5 combination for different ledger that we can create as in two different instance with one chart of accounts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I have just selected, so it has automatically populated. So if you see here by default it is not required.
Mm-hmm.
So we will have to edit and make it required. So we can see this is the segment code and the value set. And if you see this is BI enable. BI is nothing but our business intelligence, this reporting part. So by
Okay.
default, I have enabled it so that we can see at a later point. And then we have the tree structure. So tree structure is nothing but to have a multiple level of the parent values. Let's say
Okay.
I have a child account and I have parent account. So to this parent, I will have another parent. So to this parent, again I will have another parent. So similarly, I can have till the nth level of parent. So this we
Is this
call,
something like our hierarchy which we do
yeah,
in the
is
value set?
similar to that. But here we have the till the nth level. So
Okay.
this they call tree and root concept actually.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So I just enable this option to have it.
Okay.
And
Okay.
similarly, let me enable for the account segment as well. So we have created the structure and we have created the structure at instance. Now let's deploy. So here we can see that deploy status is not in green, which means we need to deploy this particular instance.
Mm-hmm.
So if we take in R12, so basically we will do this compilation for a particular chart of account. But here
Yeah.
in Fusion, this will run for the entire instance. Entire instance in the sense for this particular environment it will run. So let's say we have 10 different chart of accounts. So this deployment will take care of all the 10 different chart of accounts.
Okay. Oh, you don't have to run one by one.
Yeah, we don't have to run one by one.
Okay.
So here we will get all the errors and the warnings.
Okay.
What was that regarding one by one you said just now, Rajesh?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is for yes, please.
Yeah. So in current EBS, when we are creating a chart of account, we will be running, we will be validating or we will be, finalizing the chart of account once at a time. One chart of account once at a time. Here, if you are creating
Hmm.
10 chart of account, deploy, flex field will be validating all the 10 chart of accounts at a time.
Okay, okay.
Is that right?
Yes, correct. Yes, correct. So in ABS, basically we will compile each chart of account individually. But here in
Yeah.
Fusion, we will run for all the chart of accounts that is created in this particular environment. So that is why we will have what we call the processing time will be bit huge compared to our EBS environment. EBS we will just click compile and the moment we click it, system will calculate or system will give the throw error or it
Yeah.
will freeze this particular chart of
No,
account.
I think what Oracle should do is when we deploy it, it should ask you have to compile only this or you compile all. So that kind of feature if they give, na,
Yeah,
it will not run like this.
yeah,
This
yes,
kind of small modifications they should come in the future releases.
yeah. Okay, so we got the information that the deployment is success. And we can see the logs also from here. So these are the process it has taken to compile or deploy our chart of accounts. I'm just clicking OK. So this will change to green. So which
Green.
means the
Okay.
deployment is success.
Okay. So which means chart of account has been created now.
Yes, correct.
Okay. So Arun, I have to leave now. So can we stop
Okay.
the class for today and
Yeah, yeah,
we'll
sure, sure.
continue day after tomorrow? Abhishek, what do you say?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, then thanks, Arun. You share the recordings in
Yeah,
that
yeah,
chat also. We will keep it for future references.
yeah, yeah, sure, sure. Okay,
Thank you, Arun.
yeah,
Bye.
thank
Good
you,
night.
Thank
Abhishek.
you, Arun.
Yeah, thank you,
Thank you.
Shaji.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Bye.